Continuing, here lies the abyss. We are back in the Fade, running through, going to defeat the big giant demon. I also really can't remember where in the last playthrough I suddenly realized that y'all can read the text on the finished videos, so I'm still trying to show as many codex entries as I can. So in this area of the Fade, we have these 5 dreamers who have either died or have some great fear that's become part of our realm. And throughout the course of this, if we resolve their fear, at the end we get a reward. Our first dreamer wants a candle to light the way. Over here we have a codex on the Fade itself.
This place is unpleasant.
Also, as we go through, we get to boost our stats through these mirrors. This is something that we've seen before, particularly in Dragon Age 1, when there's an entire level in the Fade and you can continually up your stats. And here is the Woman of the Hour.
What? That can't be.
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia, most holy.
Cassandra.
Cassandra, you knew the Divine. Is this really her?
I don't know. It is said the souls of the dead pass through the Fade and sometimes linger, but we know the spirits lie. Be wary, Inquisitor.
I don't recall the Divine glowing. In my experience, that's something spirits do.
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I'd like to have a few words with this nightmare about that.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
How do we hurt it?
We should likely focus on escaping the Fade first.
You hurt it by escaping the Fade and leading your people against Corypheus.
That wasn't what I meant.
I know. But for now, it is the best answer I can give you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Run while you can! Warn them!
What's going on here?
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
So that mark on your hand, it wasn't sent by Andraste. It came from that orb Corypheus was using.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
So this is what? An accident? A random ricochet in the middle of a fight?
And if it was,
If it was, then neither the Maker nor Andraste were in any way involved in this. I'm just...
if you believe in the Maker, then you believe he made this world, and everything in it, including your accident. And if you do not, then nothing has changed. You cannot escape the lair of the Nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
What's wrong, Hawk?
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed Corypheus took their minds. You've seen it happen yourself. Come on. You can add it to the things to yell at the Wardens about when we get out of here.
Oh, I intend to.
That truly have been the most holy?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
Whatever she is, she seems to want to help us.
And what of the demon she mentioned? This nightmare sounds dangerous.
Sounds like it preys on fear, stealing people's memories. That's low, even for a demon.
Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion. Save perhaps desire. Be wary. The Nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
But after what it did to the Wardens, it's going to learn to fear for itself.
I seem to recall that if your Inquisitor is very firm in their conviction that they are in fact sent by Andraste, they get a different dialogue option saying that Andraste arranged the accident. So I guess my little somewhat doubting Kunari is not adamant enough that they are divine.
We have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? Only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home. So by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
This is a cool little note that I don't remember showing last time. It's a memory of one of Corypheus's elven slaves, specifically right before a major blood sacrifice. I'm a little bummed that we don't get any commentary about that from the party. Our second dreamer wants to know that not everything has been destroyed by the Blight. So we bring them flowers.
What are those things?
Spiders. Spiders. This is the memory of a tormented mage. Later we will get the memory of a Templar.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Once again, Hawke is in danger because of you, Varric. You found the Red Lyrium. You brought Hawke here.
Just keep talking, Smiley.
Corypheus has a special for every single person in his life.
Your Inquisitor is a fraud, Cassandra. Yet more evidence there is no Maker, that all your faith has been for naught.
Die in the void, demon.
Döthma Herelan. Mabanal Inasalin. Marsolas Ina Martin.
Bonal Nadas.
Annoyingly, if you're playing a Dalish elf, you have no idea what they're saying. Not a single word. It's one of those instances that just drives me nuts because your elf should know something, even if it's just a word or two. At the very least, you would think that the Inquisitor would go, "Hey, what's the asshole saying to you?" And this, by the way, is the Templar memory.
Did you think you mattered, Hawke? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Anders is going to die, just like your family and everyone you ever cared about.
Of course, a fear demon would know where to hurt us most. We must ignore it.
Those were little fiends, tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
Wonderful.
Cheer up, Varric. It's like fears are us, and everything is tailored just to you.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Go! Keep running!
Breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demon!
Keep running!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade. It was the Divine behind me. And then you... she died.
Yes.
So this can't be the Divine.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Are you... her? Did you linger here to help me instead of passing on?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
What, again? It wasn't their fault. We can debate the depressing details when we get back to Adamant.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
So what do you say? Terrible actions are only justified when they're your terrible actions? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
I don't know what to tell you. There are a few good ones, but an awful lot of the Wardens I've known went crazy.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor.
The nightmare has found us.
All together!
I'm with you.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
Our third dreamer wants to feel that they had control over their fate, so we'll be bringing them a tarot card.
Did the king's bastard think he could prove himself? It's far too late for that. Your whole life you left everything to more capable hands. The Archdemon, the throne of Ferelden. Who will you hide behind now?
Is that all it's got? I've heard worse than that from Morrigan.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
This is the gift for our fourth dreamer. It's a little Nug toy. Once we get it, we're gonna run it over here to the bed where we have the memory of a child who is frightened after what happened at Haven, and they want their Sir Snort.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
And I forgot our fifth dreamer. So we're gonna have to actually go back.
It's hard to trust my footing in this place.
Fortunately, I know where they all are at this point. This dreamer wants the ability to save their people and defeat the Archdemon. Up here there is a vial of Darkspawn blood that we get for our dreamer. These tombstones also have each party member's fear. Solus is dying alone, Cole is despair, Sarah is nothing, Dorian is temptation, Cassandra is helplessness, Varric has become his parents, Vivienne is irrelevance, Iron Bull is madness, and Blackwall is himself. Now that we have that taken care of, we can actually go and kick the Nightmare's ass. There's our reward, but my inventory was full.
Tell Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
we get by.
Go! I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Wardens caused this mess. A Warden must...
A Warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Alistair! Right. Good luck. I'll keep it up here. For the Wardens!
I realized halfway through the fight that I could not remember if I had the Warden or if I had Hawk stay behind. So clearly once I've got this uploaded, I'm gonna have to sit down and actually make a little chart so that I know what I've already portrayed in videos, so that, you know, it's not the same thing every time.
She was right. Without the Nightmare to control them, the mages are free and Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
They need something to believe in.
They do, indeed.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clorel's tragic mistake. Where is Alistair?
Warden Alistair is dead, thanks to all of you. He alone stood against Clorel's madness. If not for him, you'd be dead, or slaves to a servant of the Blight. And you repaid that by branding him a traitor.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
You leave. There was one warden among you who spoke up for what was right, and he's dead now. By the authority of the Inquisition, you are banished from southern Thedas. Hawk will oversee your return to the Warden Fortress at Weishaupt.
Yes, your worship.
Your worship, I would stay, if you allow it, and continue our fight.
Of course. I have never doubted your loyalty, Blackwall.
Good luck, Inquisitor. It's been an honor. And take care of Varric for me.
Hawk sent me one final report. She's on her way to Weishaupt. The Grey Wardens are gone as well. Adamant Fortress has been sealed. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
The Grey Wardens are active in other nations, if we put out a discreet warning about the danger they pose.
We may improve our standing with nations already concerned about the Wardens. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
Where can I find the Empress?
She's holding a grand masquerade ball at her winter palace in Halam Shiral. Your invitation has been arranged. That is where the Venatori will strike. Speak with us when you are ready. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Alright, that's the end of that. Even though I told Liliana that we're going to go straight to Halam Sharal, I'm probably going to do a little bit of wandering first. Not sure if we're going to get into Halam Sharal in the next video or screwing around. We'll see.